Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into everything that went down at WWE Money in the Bank 2024. Let's jump straight into the action. The show kicked off with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Before the match, there was a warm welcome from a legendary wrestler on the pre-show. Now, onto the main event. The match began with Jey Uso making a grand entrance through the crowd, much to everyone's delight. He even shared a secret handshake with a ringside commentator. The other participants were Andrade, Chad Gable, LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, and Drew McIntyre. Drew faced some playful taunts from fans as he made his way down the ramp. The match started with a massive brawl. Jey Uso and LA Knight were the last two standing, and the crowd went wild as they squared off, trading chants. However, Drew McIntyre interrupted by taking both men out with a ladder. Chad Gable then stopped Drew from grabbing the briefcase, locking in an armbar over the top of the ladder. Andrade sprang into the ring, hitting a leg drop on Gable while he hung in the submission. Carmelo Hayes followed up with a springboard clothesline on Andrade, who soon retaliated with a moonsault Spanish fly off the middle rope, crashing both men onto a ladder. Jey Uso took out Drew with a Samoan drop and a spear before Chad Gable began dominating with German suplexes for everyone. This culminated in Gable German suplexing a ladder onto Andrade. The crowd chanted, but LA Knight interrupted with a nasty neckbreaker on Gable, driving them both onto the narrow edge of a ladder. Carmelo Hayes had a chance to climb after winning a brawl with LA Knight, but Gable grabbed him in an ankle lock midway up the ladder. Drew McIntyre stopped Gable from grabbing the briefcase, powerbombing him into a ladder in the corner. Drew looked dominant, hitting a claymore on Andrade, but Jey and LA Knight formed a temporary alliance, hitting Drew with a combination of moves. Both men climbed the ladder and fought over the briefcase until Carmelo Hayes returned to tip them both off, nailing Jey with a finishing move. Hayes climbed the ladder, but Andrade stopped him. LA Knight then pushed Andrade into an inadvertent sunset bomb on Hayes onto a ladder bridge below. Chad Gable intervened, hitting a belly-to-belly suplex on LA Knight, sending him crashing into another ladder bridge outside the ring. Gable climbed and grabbed the briefcase, but Jey took the ladder away, leaving Gable dangling. After a while, Gable dropped to the canvas, and Jey finished him off with a spear. Just as Jey was about to win, Drew McIntyre threw a smaller ladder perfectly, hitting Jey in the head. Drew then climbed and won the Money in the Bank briefcase in a thrilling opening match. Next, we had the Intercontinental Championship match between Braun Breaker and the champion Sami Zayn, who received a huge reception in his home country. Braun dominated early with suplexes and even allowed Sami to hit him freely before slapping him back. Sami sent Braun outside and nailed an Arabian press. Braun regained control with a massive shoulder block and running knee in the corner, mocking Sami's chant. Braun's overconfidence showed as he stopped for push-ups, allowing Sami to hit a tornado DDT. Outside, Sami tried a moonsault off the barricade, but Braun caught him mid-air, nearly saving him from landing on his head. Sami shoved Braun into the ring post and attempted a jumping DDT through the corner, but Braun charged with a clothesline. Back inside, Sami avoided a spear and hit the Blue Thunder Bomb for a near fall. Sami went for another tornado DDT, but Braun countered with a Frankensteiner. Sami bailed outside, and Braun attempted to spear him into the steps, but Sami leapfrogged, sending Braun into the barricade. Braun avoided a ring step collision this time and hit a flying clothesline off the apron. Sami countered with an exploder suplex in the corner, setting up for the Helluva Kick. Braun countered with a big knee, but Sami eventually hit the Helluva Kick and pinned Braun, retaining the Intercontinental Championship. The crowd celebrated Sami's victory as Braun looked annoyed. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Top Curious Craze for more awesome content. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Next, a legend came back to the stage, reminiscing about their history in the building and introducing John Cena. Cena announced his retirement, explaining that his career had seen ups and downs, but Canadian fans always showed up. His retirement isn't immediate. He will be around for WWE's Netflix debut, the next Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania, marking his last appearances at these events. Cena encouraged any challengers to come forward during his farewell tour, marked by his farewell tour t-shirt. Backstage, Damian Priest reminded the Judgment Day not to interfere in his match, and the next bout was set for the World Heavyweight Championship. Priest defended against Seth Rollins, with stipulations that if Rollins lost, he would never get a title shot again as long as Priest was champion, and if Priest lost, he would leave the Judgment Day. Seth immediately went for a pedigree, but Priest countered with a Falcon Arrow. Priest dominated early, but Seth countered with a sling blade and called for Drew McIntyre to cash in. Seth maintained control with dives and a lionsault, but Priest retaliated with a release powerbomb for a near fall. Drew's music hit, and he cashed in, making it a triple threat match. Drew and Seth exchanged moves, but CM Punk interfered, viciously attacking Drew with chair shots and a cable. Punk hit Drew with the World Heavyweight title, allowing Priest to hit his finisher and retain the championship. In the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, the participants were Naomi, Zoe Stark, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, and Io Sky. Everyone brawled outside initially, except Chelsea, who humorously attempted to grab the briefcase without a ladder. Io and Tiffany squared off, with Io gaining the upper hand. Lyra backdropped Io into a ladder, hitting a tornado DDT. Zoe Stark then took control, hitting Lyra with a Samoan drop onto a ladder. Naomi pressed Zoe onto a ladder, but Tiffany interrupted, forming an alliance with Chelsea. The chaos continued with several high spots, including a massive suplex from Lyra onto Io and a mid-air DDT from Naomi. Chelsea and Tiffany set up tables outside but were interrupted by climbing wrestlers. Lyra reached the briefcase first but was slammed down by Zoe. Chelsea then performed an inverted unprettier on Naomi onto a ladder bridge. Zoe and Io battled atop the ladder, with Io hitting a driver over the ladder onto a bridge below. Tiffany eventually tipped Chelsea off the ladder, sending her crashing through the tables, and won the match. Backstage, a legend was interrupted by Tiffany, who was boastful about her win. The legend advised that what Tiffany does next is what truly matters. The main event was a six-man tag team match featuring the Bloodline Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu against Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes. The match saw intense back-and-forth action. Cody started strong but Solo tagged in Tama. Owens and Orton dominated early, but Jacob Fatu showcased his strength, no-selling Orton's moves and taking control. The heels isolated Owens, but he eventually tagged in Cody, who hit a series of moves, including a disaster kick and Cody cutter. Jacob Fatu intervened, taking out Cody and everyone else with super kicks. Despite interference, Cody hit Solo with multiple Cody cutters. However, Jacob quickly recovered from a table bump, delivering a step-up corkscrew senton and an implant DDT. Solo capitalized with a Samoan spike, pinning Cody and setting up a potential SummerSlam match. The match emphasized Jacob Fatu's monstrous strength and dominance. The show ended with Solo victorious and the crowd buzzing about the action-packed night. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Top Curious Craze for more awesome content. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. We'll see you soon.